Hey, this is Noble Woods back with video number 3 in my series of 30 as I count down the time leading up to my September 25th options course. It's 4 weeks. It's live. It's 80 hours of information. You're going to get quizzes. You're going to get exercises in class to do, homework. You're going to build some camaraderie with your teams. I'm going to push you, press you. It's intense. But 4 weeks later, you will be a different person. You'll look at options like you've never thought about it before. You'll have a skill set that you literally can use for life. And it only took me 15 years to develop it. Really 13, but who's counting, right? 2 years doesn't matter. So anyway, what I want to show you today, though, is this one really simple principle. This one will be short. Last 2 videos are about 10 minutes. This one, I'm going to keep it really, really short and sweet. If you're trying to drive a car, you want to be a professional race car driver, and you don't know what these 5 gears mean, you're going to struggle really mastering your craft. You're not going to be an amazing race car driver if you don't know what these gears mean. Most people are novices. We just drive regular cars. We're not trying to be professionals at driving, right? So you know the speedometer, maybe you know the oil. Right? That's about it. That's what most people know. If we start talking about every single one of these 5, though, and what they mean and how they work together, then we're talking about mastery, right? So what's my point? There's something behind options trading. Options is a little bit complex in the sense that it's based on something called the Black-Scholes model, which is basically advanced calculus. Options is amazing because the math is amazing. You're able to buy stock for pennies on the dollar in these contracts, right? In like packs of 100 is what I call it, right? Kind of like going to Costco, right? Everything's cheaper at Costco because you're buying in bulk. That's essentially what options is, right? You're buying in bulk, getting really dirt cheap prices, right? That's why you're able to make such great returns, right? Because you're not paying $179 for Apple, which is what it closed at today. That contract, even if it's an in the money $12 contract, would you rather pay $179 for shares of Apple or $12? $12, but you got to buy 100, which means that's $1,200 for that contract, right? So the math is amazing. But here's the problem I've seen over the years. I've worked with hundreds. I've done hundreds of consults. A lot of people trading options just really do not understand the math behind it. And you really don't know how you're making money. So you can't really make the best decisions because you don't really understand your vehicle metaphor. You don't understand what you're driving, right? You really have to understand. So there's a couple things. I probably shouldn't even say it, but I'll say it. They're called the Greeks. I usually give like reverse engineer my teaching. Like I'll teach you the concept first and then I'll give you the term. If I start with the term, you're already feeling a little intimidated because you don't know what it means. Of course you don't know what it means. It's new. It's brand new, right? So the Greeks, there's something called the delta. What the heck is the delta? What is theta? What is vega? What is gamma? These are the mathematical like variables that make your options prices go up and down. It's what controls prices. And if you don't understand the Greeks, you really don't understand options, and you will never master options without an understanding of how these work. Now, here's the beautiful part. I teach this in literally like 3 days. I give you 2 quizzes, man, 2 quizzes. It becomes the foundation of all that we do once you understand it, but the math is really simple. It's the concepts that are kind of tough. The math is very simple, very, very simple. And so what I'll do is in this video series of 30, I'll touch on some of those. We'll talk about theta, maybe delta. I'll try to teach you something that nobody really teaches, right? Or maybe teach it a way that nobody teaches, right? Because I'm big on trying to give you metaphors and really teach it in a way where it sticks. From the very first time I teach it, it makes sense. And then we can add some depth. Then I can add some examples. And then I can push you for you to think through the same questions that I had to think through as a trader, right? So that's what this is about. So once again, the Greeks are important. If you've taken options classes and they did not cover the Greeks thoroughly, I'm sorry. I just got to say it. There's a lot of people out here who just are teaching poorly. They don't have quizzes, tests. There's no exercises, no homework. How is it a class? How are people going to learn just by watching videos? You cannot learn how to be a trader just by watching videos. You can't. That's why YouTube is not the best place for you to go. Because you're just watching videos and you think you have the concept down and you don't. You don't. You need to have it demonstrated. You need to be tested on it. You need to be quizzed. You need to have abstract examples. You need to be able to make it a metaphor of other things in life to even know if you actually get what the concept is. So the Greeks are super important. If you're trading options, you got to understand it. Otherwise, you really don't understand how you're making money. So once again, I want you to be able to drive. And the way that we drive is we have to learn what these gears mean. I love teaching the Greeks. They're fun. Once you get it, you're like, oh man, noble boy, right? You get excited because you really, really get it. And a lot of options traders don't. There's people making money who don't know what these mean, but I guarantee you they would make more and have better decision-making power if they knew what these meant. So once again, for me, it's all about mastery. It's about depth. I want to give you the type of course that is life-changing by digging into these things and not being afraid of the concepts. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Share this video with somebody that you know and that you love. And I would love to see you in my options class on September 25th. 4 weeks, intensive, live, 80 hours of content. You will love it. Or futures October 23rd. Right. So check it out. I'm going to keep going. This is video number 3. Tomorrow, video number 4 is coming. Keep watching. Share this video. I'm out. Thanks for watching. Peace.